You wouldn't want to pick a song, for instance, that's too easy, da 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 ba da 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 da. A melody that does that. That doesn't take any skill. So you want to pick something that shows some skill, that's accessible, that maybe is moving, but not that one everyone else is doing.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
My name is Jeannie Gagne. I live in the Boston area in the U.S., and I teach. I'm a full professor at Berklee College of Music in Boston, where I teach singing and performance and working with a band, and songwriting and stuff like that in many, many different musical styles: pop, rock, jazz, country, R&B, singer-songwriter, classical, and so on. I'm also a songwriter myself and performer, professional performer. I have a long career of movies and records and tours and so on. I have my own company where I teach Jeannie Gagne music, and I have 2 books out through Berklee Press. There's a lot. I'm trying to think. What am I missing? Oh, the Vocal Jeannie videos on YouTube where I teach singing. It's funny because sometimes life takes you in a direction you didn't expect. And I didn't go to college expecting to be a teacher at all. I was producing music for other artists, my own little studio after college, and performing and touring and so on. But then when I got married and had a child, we moved back to my husband's town, which is Boston. And that's why I said, oh, well, let me go check out Berklee. And they hired me that same day. So it was just kind of like meant to be. And I'm still there all these years later, and it's been great. The students in Boston are from all over the world, and I have many students from China, actually. So I'm very familiar with students who come from China and some of the pluses and challenges. And it's the same that I'm experiencing here. Chinese students in general work really hard, and we really value that. That's one of the qualities that makes a Chinese student stand out. Rhythm is a challenge. Syncopation, because that comes from African traditions, really. And in the U.S., if you listen to contemporary styles, you hear a lot of that, and you kind of tend to learn more of that, like R&B, things like that. Even classical musicians aren't trained in those kinds of rhythms. Diction is also hard. It's like me trying to learn Chinese. Oh, it's so hard. It's just really different ways of shaping the mouth. So that's one of the challenges. I have always wanted to come to China, and when I was given the opportunity, I jumped at the chance. I love teaching. I love traveling. I love meeting people and learning about new cultures and seeing how I can bring my knowledge someplace where what I know isn't available exactly. So my knowledge is pretty unique, and it's also partly unique because it's the unique combination of things from the United States. So I like sharing it. It's great. So when a student comes in to audition, the most important thing that we're looking for is something about that person that stands out. It's their musicianship. It's maybe something in their personality. It's their passion for the music. Obviously, we need to see some basic skills. I audition all instruments, not just singing. But specifically to singers, obviously you have to sing in tune. You have to have some ability, but it's expressiveness. It's not just articulating the notes correctly. It's actually telling a story, making me feel something. If a student comes in and loves music so much and brings that, and we get moved as we're auditioning, that's incredible. And then you add that together with basic skills. The student has to be able to have a good ear and be able to sing back something that we play for them, for instance, and maybe be able to improvise a little bit. So just to see that the person is musical. Those things are important.